Now to the status of negotiations over immigration reform. A bipartisan group of senators and White House aides are still trying to put together a deal that would help stem the tide of migrants at the border. But the Republican majority in the House is saying they won't come on board. Weijia Jiang reports.
Tonight, the blame game goes on for the unprecedented number of migrant crossings at the southern border.
There's only one reason why this is happening, and that's because Joe Biden has eliminated all of the 4 policies that Donald Trump put in place that led to the lowest illegal border crossings in 40 years.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott says his state can't handle any more migrants, so he continues to bus them elsewhere. Just today, the Chicago mayor's office reported at least 5 buses are on their way from Texas. And New York City Mayor Eric Adams announced he is suing 17 charter bus companies for more than $700 million, demanding they help cover the cost to provide for about 34,000 migrants who have been transported to the city over the last 2 years.
These companies have violated state law by not paying the cost of caring for these migrants.
The White House blames House Republicans for blocking a funding package that included $14 billion for border security.
The president understands that there's a problem at the border. He put forth on his first day something to deal with that problem.
House Republicans are in no mood to negotiate. Instead, they are trying to impeach the Secretary of Homeland Security, Alejandro Mayorkas, who blasted the lawmakers on CBS Mornings.
I don't have time for words like that. We are focused here on solutions. Everyone agrees that the system is broken, and what we are doing is enforcing our laws.
And Weijia Jiang joins me now. Weijia, so where do things stand on these border funding talks between the White House and the Senate?
Well, senators met today, those who are in charge of the negotiations. They met virtually to try to make some progress. That is, of course, before all of Congress comes back next week. And the White House says they believe these senators are making progress. In fact, it has looked like that for several weeks now, but that is very different from having a framework and very different from having text when it comes to immigration policy because it is so complicated. But the White House believes, they say, that there is a good faith effort going on to try to cut a deal. But as you see on the screen here, they are worried about the supplemental request because House Republicans have already voted against that. They have linked a demand for changes to immigration policy to everything that you're seeing here. The $14 billion would include more judges, fund shelters, provide surveillance technology to try to control illegal drugs coming into this country. And so even though the White House says they believe progress is being made, of course, it's not just up to them or these senators. And House Republicans, John, have already indicated that they are not willing to pass anything that doesn't include all of their hardline demands.
So when you say their hardline demands, do you mean the Senate hardline demands or the House hardline demands? It gets hard to keep track of all of this because I guess what I wonder is whether the White House thinks if they can get a deal with the Senate Republicans or get something that can pass on a bipartisan basis through the Senate, whether they can just pressure the House into acting instead of doing what the House wants, House Republicans that is, which is their maximalist bill, which is even goes further than the Senate Republicans.
Right, and that's really important, John. And I did mean House Republicans because they say they won't accept anything short of something that they already crafted. And that includes pretty extreme measures that would be very difficult for the Biden administration to swallow. And we are talking about expelling migrants swiftly before they are even screened for asylum, broadening deportations and detention centers. And so the question is whether they can find that compromise, because even if the Senate agrees and the White House can sign off on something that they put together, of course, both chambers have to pass this, and that is why it is not so tricky just here, but for decades. But, John, it is important to note that this aid is also attached to other aid that the White House is desperate for, including funding for Ukraine and Israel and other countries in the Indo-Pacific. And so the question is also how far the White House is willing to go in these negotiations to get something done, because so much is at stake.
Indeed. Weijia Jiang at the White House. Thank you.